Do you know what is sleep deprivation?
Yes.
Yes.
No. No.
Yes.
Yes. No.
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 No. Yes, I do.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
No.
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 No idea.
Yes. No, bro.
Yes, I do.
No.
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 Sleeping takes up 1/3 of our life. Do we understand the purpose of sleep? All creatures that are alive need to sleep. We need to sleep to maintain our health and productivity. It enables your body and brain to recover, revitalize, and heal. The modern world has made it difficult to get a decent night's sleep. People struggle with various sleep disorders are on the rise. Many of them are unaware that they are sleep deprived. One finds it tough to function when they are sleep deprived. People of all ages are currently affected with the same sleep disorder. Other sleep disorders exist as well, but one in particular is sleep deprivation. We have lost 1.5 hours of sleep per night during the past 50 years. The best way to recuperate from this much sleep is still a subject of investigation, advancing from a natural method to the most advanced technology. The average person sleeps less than 7 hours each night in the modern world.
स्लीप डिप्रिवेशन मीन्स हम ऐसा मानते हैं कि कोई भी एक नॉर्मल इंसान को अराउंड 7 to 8 आवर्स की एक नॉर्मल नाइट की स्लीप मिलनी चाहिए. बट बिकॉज ऑफ सो मच स्ट्रेसफुल लाइफस्टाइल, सो मच ऑफ वर्क रिलेटेड इश्यूज, बच्चों के लिए पढ़ाई, एल्डर्स के लिए उनके स्ट्रेस रिलेटेड प्रॉब्लम्स, we think that around 45 to 50% of our population is suffering from sleep deprivation, जहाँ पर they are not able to sleep for around 6 hours in a 24-hour day. So जब हम less than 6 hours की sleep लेते हैं या less than 7 hours की sleep लेते हैं, the sleep deprivation has its effect on our lifestyle, on our health.
As your body requires food to function, as your breath requires air to breathe, in the same way you require a good night's sleep for your body to restore your own energy, rejuvenate your own body cells, and retrieve and rejuvenate the next day morning. So sleep is as important as your air and your breath and your food.
There are so many disorders in which sleep deprivation occurs, and normal sleep is also responsible for normal brain functioning, right? There are so many disorders in the form of sleep related disorders like sleep apnea syndrome, then RLS, that is restless leg syndrome, then periodic limb movement syndrome, then nocturnal epilepsy, or which occurs only in patients with sleep. So these all are disorders which are related to the neurology.
India is the second most sleep deprived nation after Japan, with an average night sleep of 7 hours and 1 minute, said US based company Fitbit in a recently conducted study. Japan topped the rankings with an average night of sleep of only 6 hours and 47 minutes. Based on aggregated and anonymized user data, analysis from 18 countries including India, Argentina, Australia, Canada, Chile, France, Germany, Hong Kong, Ireland, Italy, Japan, Mexico, New Zealand, Peru, Singapore, Spain, the UK, and the US, Fitbit said Indians get 77 minutes of rapid eye movement, that is REM sleep, which is the lowest in the world. India's results were very much similar to Japan's. The study held from August 1st, 2018 and July 31st, 2019 showed that people in the age group of 75 to 90 were getting the least sleep for an average duration of 6 hours and 35 minutes compared to other groups. People in the age group of 18 to 25 years sleep around 1 hour less than people in the 75-90 years of age group. The study showed that Indians are the least active and log in only 6,533 steps a day, which is 3,600 steps less than average of the most active country. 40% of people with insomnia are believed to also be affected by a mental health disorder. Around 75% of adults with depression suffer from insomnia. More than 90% of people with PTSD related to military combat have been found to have symptoms of insomnia. Sleep hygiene is a term that includes both the bedroom environment and sleep-related habits. Optimizing sleep hygiene can play an important role in addressing sleep insufficiency. 78% of people say that they are more excited to go to the bed if they have fresh-smelling sheets.
If we look at the statistics, what we see daily is somewhere around we get around 35 to 40 people coming for sleep issues every month, and it has increased after what we recently had experienced this COVID pandemic. So during COVID pandemic, the number rose. The number actually increased to around 20% of the population what we got before COVID. So हमने कोरोना में ये देखा है कि because of like work from home or because everybody is at home, there is no particular schedule followed. So there are instances where people are having anxiety, stress in their lifestyle. They also have been actually unemployed. Some people have been like उनको मना किया गया है because of so much of issues with the companies कि उनको जॉब छोड़ना पड़ा है या कुछ ऐसा टेम्पररी जॉब लेना पड़ा है जिसके कारण दे हैव इश्यूज विद स्लीप. So the number which was increased in the pandemic has settled now, but still we get around 30 to 40 people coming for sleep issues, and maximum people would be having issues with less sleep. There are people who are coming with excessive sleep and sleep apnea, but still the people who are having sleep deprivation, in our language we call insomnia, where they are not able to sleep, are more.
Patient is having sleep deprived state, the symptoms that they can experience on the next day is feeling tiredness, then drowsiness, impaired concentration, lack of memory, then because this headache and reduced physical strength. So they do not catch up with their routine. These are the main symptoms, and there are certain dangerous disease which are associated with sleep deprived state. They are obesity, then hypertension, cardiovascular event, and depression. And sleep deprivation is also associated with increased risk of dementia in later life age group. So there are so many medical condition which is associated with sleep deprived state. As a clinician, I usually take depends on the clinical background of the patient, like a detailed history and examination. Majority of the times these two things they give the answer, what is the problem and what is the solution of it. But right, if some patient is having sleep deprived state due to some pain, so we need to address the pain. Apart from this, there are sleep related disorder which require specific test, that is polysomnography or sleep study, that will assess heart rate, saturation, then sleep pattern. So that will give the idea of what kind of the sleep related disorder patient is having. Apart from this, some patient like restless leg syndrome, that is very common cause of sleep deprived state. Most common cause is anemia, that is iron deficiency anemia. That is very common in female as well as in elderly age group, because of some nutritional iron deficiency, B12 deficiency. So this is the prevalence of RLS is very common, and it is treated by identifying the etiology of RLS. So we can treat this patient the sleep problem.
Work is done while we sleep, and one particular task, getting rid of waste, appears to be particularly sensitive to sleep deprivation. The lymphatic system, which is assumed to be a network of vessels that runs alongside blood arteries in the scalp and drains waste. Filled cerebrospinal fluid from the organ is how the brain gets rid of its waste. Sleep and mental health are intimately related. Lack of sleep has an impact on your psychological well-being. In addition, persons who struggle with mental health issues are more susceptible to insomnia and other sleep disorders.
Apart from medicinal treatment and the treatment which we give in the hospital, there is a concept of sleep hygiene which we advise them, and which are very easy and basic steps that patient can take to get a better sleep. So in these sleep hygiene, we advise the patient to have a fixed sleeping time. So in case if the patient is sleeping at somewhere around 10 or 11, so he should maintain that time. In that particular time at around 11 p.m. or 11:30 p.m. he has to go into his bed and he has to start winding down. There should be a proper waking time. In case he was waking at somewhere around 6:30 or 7, he has to maintain that schedule. So in case if he doesn't fall asleep, he still has to wake at around 6:37. This is called sleep scheduling. So this is one of the concept of sleep. So we habituate the body. हम body को एक आदत दे रहे हैं कि भाई तुझे इस टाइम पे सोना है और इस टाइम पे उठना है. So majority of population can do this. Unless the patient is having shift duties, these people can do. Elderlies can do this. Even young population can also do this. This is one of the concepts. Second concept is that don't use bed for any other activities. Like बहुत लोगों को आदत होती है कि बेड पे जाके पढ़ाई करते हैं, बेड पे जाके लैपटॉप से मूवीज़ देखते हैं या मोबाइल में. सो दैट इज़ वन थिंग दैट you should use your bed only to sleep, nothing else. So this is one thing that will actually make the patient ready to sleep. So उसको पता है कि बेड पे जाना है मतलब सोना है और कुछ नहीं करना है, उठे बेड से बाहर. Third thing is not to use any screen at least 2 hours prior to sleep. Very difficult. It is very difficult. In this today's life, it is very difficult because Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, it has made it very difficult. But still, if you are suffering from sleep deprivation, you should. Because that radiations, that all things actually have effects on your eyes and retina. And it also has a back effect on your mind. Unless you stop these. It is not about only mobile. It is about mobile, it is about laptop, it is about TV, any screen. So those who are actually able to follow this, अगर वो 11 बजे सोने की कोशिश करता है तो उसको 9 बजे से सब कुछ बंद कर देना है. 9 बजे से वो बंद कर देगा, वो 11 बजे आराम से सो जाएगा. एंड देन इट विल बी अ हैबिट. एक बार वो आदत बन जाएगी, फिर उसको मेहनत करने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. अनदर कॉन्सेप्ट इज़ दैट यू शुड नॉट ड्रिंक एनी कैफिनेटेड ड्रिंक आफ्टर 5 PM. सो इफ़ हम ऐसा मानते हैं कि भाई 11 बजे की स्लीप है, सो 5 बजे से पहले उसको जो भी पीना है, चाय है, कॉफ़ी है या एनीथिंग, तो वो 5 o'clock से पहले, सो दैट उसकी इफ़ेक्ट 8 बजे तक ख़त्म हो जाए. So that जब वो डिनर करे या उसके बाद उसका जो टाइम है, you should sleep by 11:30 max.
Good sleep is similar to finding a healthy lifestyle. Finding sleep is important. Our mental and physical health can be maintained by sleeping and eating at regular times, exercising every day, and avoiding screens and blue light at night. Sleep is quite crucial for your brain, thus one should respect our lives and routines. Make prudent decisions and get a good night's sleep.
Unless you are meeting a doctor and the doctor is prescribing you any form of medicines which is inducing sleep or which is helping you to sleep, you should not take any form of sleeping pills or sedatives because they come with their own side effects. Sleeping pill will decrease your respiration, it will decrease your heart rate, it will decrease your consciousness. ये चीज़ किस पर्सन में कैसा इफेक्ट देगी, इट इज़ ऑल डिफरेंट. यू शुड नेवर ट्राई इट एट योर ओन लेवल. सेकेंड थिंग, नेवर गो टू अ मेडिकल स्टोर आस्किंग फॉर दैट. पहले इट वॉज वेरी ईजी टू टेक स्लीपिंग पिल्स. नाउ बिकॉज ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट रेगुलेशन इट इज़ मैंडेटरी फॉर अ फार्मासिस्ट फॉर अ प्रिस्क्रिप्शन के बिना कोई भी सेडेटिव ड्रग्स नहीं देते, नॉट इवन ओपियोइड ड्रग्स, नॉट इवन, अब तो धीरे धीरे दे आर रेगुलेटिंग इट मच स्ट्रिक्टर. हमारे लिए ये समझना इम्पॉर्टेंट है कि हमें बिना डॉक्टर के प्रिस्क्रिप्शन के बिना वी शुड नॉट टेक एनी फॉर्म ऑफ स्लीपिंग पिल्स. Even the person who is coming to my clinic, I do not give him sleeping pills on the first consultation. I try to make him calm. I try to make him understand. I try to understand his issues. We try to actually address his issues and try to make him sleep without pills first, by trying sleep hygiene, by trying other measures. What all things he is doing wrong, we try to correct that. अगर ये नहीं हो पाता है, वो फिर भी नहीं सोता है, वी स्टार्ट विद द लोएस्ट डोज एंड विद देन हम उसको धीरे धीरे टाइट्रेट करते हैं. वी ट्राई टू स्टॉप इट. वी डोंट कीप एनीबडी ऑन स्लीपिंग पिल्स फॉर मोर देन 6 months अनलेस कुछ और मेजर इश्यूज उसके साथ है या उसको कोई और बीमारियां हैं जिसके कारण वो ले नहीं पाता या उसकी मोबिलिटी कम है. सो फॉर जनरल पब्लिक ये समझना बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है दैट दे शुड नॉट टेक एनी फॉर्म ऑफ स्लीपिंग पिल विदाउट कंसल्टेशन और विदाउट इन्फॉर्मिंग देयर general practitioner or the physician.
Myths must be eradicated as quickly as possible since they are like a sickness. What beliefs to have and what not to. Making decisions when it comes to our health is difficult. Therefore, certain sleep misconceptions are bursted by the professionals who are present with us.
No. If some patient is sitting in the classroom or some noisy environment and if gets sleep at that time, then it is suggestive of some sleep related problem, right? It is not like that anytime you get sleep that is a normal thing. It is not like, but that means his night sleep is disturbed.
If you eat one time for 4 days and you say it's enough for 4 days, now I will fast, impossible. So it is a myth that you have to sleep and take rest at the same time when you are working. It has no compensation at all.
As the age progresses, the sleep duration time is also reduces. Normally in the elderly people, they 5 to 6 hours sleep is sufficient for that.
Agreed, napping will be fine, but it should be a power nap just for 15 to 30 minutes. What you told is definitely a myth, because if you sleep for more than 30 minutes or 15 minutes, your body will enter to a stage of deep sleep, and when you wake up suddenly, अरे बाप रे, काम तो बहुत रह गया है, you will have a stage of inertia and this will give you grogginess, drowsiness, irritation, and what will happen again in the night, it will be very difficult for you to fall asleep at the same time. So it's a myth.
Sleep is very necessary for good health and good body. So we need to adopt good habit to achieve a good sleep, because good habit will lead to good sleep, and good sleep lead to good health, and good health lead to healthy environment.
So I would definitely say, to prevent sleep deprivation, number one thing is that you should start with physical muscular relaxation. It is known as physical muscular relaxation as an activity where it can lower down your stimulation and you will calm down your pulsation, and then you will get into a good night's sleep. Apart from that, before going to bed, you see the coffee culture down there, people start having lot of stimulations towards the end of the night. Since the morning, they have coffee, they have cigarettes, they have lot of sugary items, which is again going to be a cause of sleep deprivation. To reduce the intake before going to bed and lessen the intake whole of the day, you can find chamomile tea which are available, which can manage your stress level. Getting for a good night's sleep, you should go dark. Very important is, if you have to go dark, you should have ample amount of sunlight in the day as well. So have good amount of sunlight during the daytime, so you know your circadian rhythm, your ultradian rhythms are very well set. Okay, apart from that, what you should do is that do not give adrenal to your mind or kick to your mind. A lot of people go on the OTT platforms and see horrors and thrillers and exciting movies which lift the brain with curiosity and excitement level, and you start overthinking, right? So you should not watch something which is going to give you an excitement. Rather, your brain should be tired enough to sleep. So you should do a low stimulation activity like reading a book, right? You can do that, listen to some kind of chanting. Apart from that, what you can do is, if your mind is always chaotic, कल जाके क्या करना है, सुबह उठ के मुझे इतना सारा काम है, doing a self talk all the time, make a to-do list कि आज के दिन में मेरा काम ख़त्म, कल सुबह I'll manage everything. So make a to-do list, do journaling. All this is going to definitely help in reducing and preventing sleep deprivation.
The best message for sleep would be that you should think that sleep is important. हम sleep को कोई importance नहीं देते हैं, starting from me, from everybody. It is not that मैं sleep की practice करता हूँ, मैंने भी खुद भी गलतियाँ की हैं. Still, best thing is you should keep sleep as a priority. अगर हम sleep को priority देंगे तो हम जब awake होंगे तो हमारा best performance करेंगे. Every country is now making it mandatory कि वो कोई भी उनका वर्कर है, कोई भी एम्प्लॉई है, वो एटलीस्ट 8 आवर्स की स्लीप ले. अगर फॉरेन में ये या वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज़ में अगर ये चीज़ इतना वो लोग स्टडी करके इस चीज़ को इम्पोर्टेंस दे रहे हैं, तो वाई नॉट इंडिया. हमको भी इस चीज़ को समझना पड़ेगा दैट स्लीप इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट. इफ़ यू गिव द पर्सन अ गुड स्लीप, उसका परफॉर्मेंस बहुत अच्छा होगा. आप मुझे पता नहीं आप लोग में से कितनों ने विराट कोहली का इंटरव्यू देखा होगा, लाइक बिफोर 6 months. ही स्ट्रेस्ड ऑन दिस थिंग, इफ़ ही डजंट स्लीप उसका परफॉर्मेंस ख़राब होता है. और अगर उतने लेवल का प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है तो मैं ऐसा मानता हूँ कि सब लोगों में प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है. स्लीप इज़ प्रायोरिटी, मेक इट योर प्रायोरिटी. इफ़ यू स्लीप बेटर, स्लीप प्रॉपरली, फॉलोइंग स्लीप हाइजीन, आपको कोई बीमारी नहीं.